Alright, we're back with another Let's Play. If you remember this game, this is the launch title for the PlayStation 3, one of the launch titles. Amazing series right here, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Ignore all that.
The Chimeran threat began in Russia. The origin of the virus is unknown, but its effects were devastating and swift. In the 1930s, reports of biological experiments began leaking out of Russia. Then reports of villages destroyed overnight. Then entire cities. We feared the Russians had developed a weapon of unparalleled power. The truth was far worse. The Chimeras stayed sealed within Russia for over a decade. Then, in 1949, they launched an attack that overwhelmed all of Europe in a matter of weeks. For several months, we thought England was safe. But in October of 1950, the Chimera burrowed under the Channel. We had prepared for them, but in 3 months' time, the war was lost. We abandoned the cities to the Chimera and retreated to scattered military bases and outposts. The Chimera had won. On July the 11th, 1951, the Americans launched an assault on the eastern coast of England. On the second wave of that assault was a sergeant named Nathan Hale. The actions of that soldier have become a matter of both scrutiny and myth. What follows are the known events of his life, from July 11th to July the 14th, the day he was last seen. Soldiers had no idea what they would soon be facing. The US government had sealed its borders in 1950. Radio waves and newspapers became state property. Only the highest levels of their government knew the truth. The operation was an exchange. The Americans were bringing supplies and tanks into York. We were giving them our one secret weapon, something we could offer that they couldn't build themselves. I was the commander of the convoy team that was to meet the US soldiers. We were ambushed in Manchester on the way to the rendezvous. There was no way to warn the Americans. They were on their own in York, fighting an enemy they knew nothing about. We never learnt exactly what happened there. All we know is that Nathan Hale was the sole survivor.
Go! Go! Go!
Alrighty. The Gauntlet.
All in! We're getting out of here! Dabrowski! Sir! Your squad! Go now! You're with me! Let's go! We blended in again!
You can see these are alien creatures that we are fighting. It's a bit clunky, I won't lie, but that's to be expected. It's okay. It's a single-player game. We're just gonna enjoy. I think we'll leave it at 5. Dang. Good nade. Good nade. Yeah, maybe we can,
Target the hostiles on the balcony!
there's no toggle crouch in this game. The lore in this game is so good, too. Like... It amazes me that they would, like, Insomniac, PlayStation, they would give up on something like this. This is, like, so different and original, like, of an IP. I don't know why they would ever give up on this. Yo! What up? What's good, Sonny? How we doing, baby? Yo, Floppy Jeans, thank you for the raid, buddy. Yo, we playing a classic right now, bro. Y'all know what's up with this game, y'all know what's up. Yo, thank you, Floppy, bro. Love you too, bro. Real one. Oh, you can jump in this game? This game got a little jump button. Little jump button. I'm saying. Alrighty. Get the fuck out of here. This is Resistance Fall of Man. This was a launch title for the PlayStation 3. And they don't make cool games like this anymore. That's why I'm playing it. So the day the PS3 came out, this game also came out. For reference. Some ammunition right there. Oh, where I'm supposed to go. Oh, what's this? Some intel. Yo, guys, please hit the follow button if you can. It would be much appreciated. Now, here's where the game gets cool. Right there. You see? Yeah. Yo, do I even... I gotta follow Sonny. Bro, yeah, I follow Sonny. Follow Sonny. I had to check real quick. Had to check. I'm bad at following people back. But I try. So look, this gun got an ability. You tag a motherfucker, right? See that? The tag on him? Put that tag on him? Just peek that head. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Controls are a little weird. Yo, D3M923Y. I don't know. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Thank you so much for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, so we got a little bullseye. If you know, man. Like...
Sergeant Hale! Looks like your squad got it bad. Come on, let's get to the depot. Double time.
We'll do that. Do that for you guys right there, you know? The little subtitles on. The audio wasn't the best in these, in this console generation, but... You know?
Captain, you seeing this? What the hell is that?
No one knows exactly how Hale was infected by the Chimeran virus. Our only clue is a journal entry recovered from the body of a US medic. It says that he encountered a number of comatose soldiers in a dry creek bed. One of the soldiers, a sergeant, suddenly woke up. Unlike the other soldiers, his body had no wounds at all. The sergeant refused any kind of medical examination, insisting on catching up to the rest of the company. If that sergeant was in fact Nathan Hale, then he remains the only known person to wake up after being infected. Whether the Chimeran virus mutated within him, or whether his body had an innate resistance to it, remains a mystery.
Hey, Sarge, you all right? They told me Arrow 2 was wiped out. Come on. Damn these things!
Gonna start seeing some variants now.
Where the hell are the bricks? Watch it!
And these are the British guys, no? No, they're not. Picked up Chimeran Simbac Serum. Restore 25% of your health. Oh, you got smacked. Oh man. Yep, look. Look at that, dude. That was so detailed for a game from this era.
Who's near my position? Sound off. Baker 1, this is 3. We're moving wounded. It's slow going. Baker 12, we got what's left of 5 and 10. Approaching depot from Romeo Road. ETA 10 minutes. God damn it, someone got me around here. Where's Arrow? Arrow came in over the AA. They fought in the street. Perfect. All right, all Baker units proceed to the depot ASAP. We've lost King 6 on Kilo Road. You'll have to find another way to the depot.
God. Game is just straight up spoiling me off rip.
Baker 12 to Baker 1. We're at the depot. There's too many of them, sir. We can't take the depot without armor. Armor's on the way. You hold that LZ. No one dies until I get there. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Good. Winner's out.
There we go.
The Americans regrouped at an abandoned bus depot in southeast York. Under the command of a Captain Winters, they staged a daring tactical offensive. The Chimera had begun to close in on their position. If the Americans could secure the site, they would have a perfect landing zone, and the battle would tip in their favor.
Really dug in there, sir. They must know this is a prime landing zone. If we can hold it, we'll get some amazing shots of our own in here. Yes, sir. Machine guns are tearing us to shreds. Get out of that situation. Sir, yes, sir.
Wow.
Those machine guns are tearing us to shreds. Get out of that situation. Sir, yes, sir. Those goddamn machine guns will bury us all. Winkler, give me a base of fire on that entrenchment. Taking follow up on the inside. Get it done.
Oh. They really just don't make a game like this no more, like... They really don't. Like, this is so different. Like, this is so crazy. Imagine going from PlayStation 2 to playing this as a PS3 launch title. They really got to get back to this shit.
We're not gonna leave the armor anything but scraps and a bad smell.
Okay.
More hostiles to the west. They're coming around that fuel station. Wake up, ladies. We got more company. Hostiles at the fuel station. 9 o'clock. Grind them out, Ridley. Don't you stop until this square's full up to your eyeballs and shit and spinal fluid.
Oh, what am I getting murked from?
Cavalry's here. Perfect timing.
I'm getting the belt.
Caravan, you're on Overwatch. Take your squad to higher ground. Nothing comes in or goes out without you get a shot off first. More hostiles to the west. They're coming around that fuel station. Wake up, ladies. We got more company. Hostiles at the fuel station. 9 o'clock. Grind them out, Ridley. Don't you stop until this square's full up to your eyeballs and shit and spinal fluid. And the cavalry's here. Perfect timing.
Well fought. We might just hold this little piece of heaven. Tapazzini, bring those tanks in here and scrape out a landing zone. Sir! Incoming!
We know from the craters that the Chimera ended the battle by launching spires. There is no defense against a spire attack. By the time you see them in the air, it's already too late. After impact, the spires release swarms of crawlers. Literally thousands of them can come from a single spire. Whole cities have been infected in minutes. After the crawlers have done their work, the Chimeras send in carriers to collect the dormant victims. The role of the carriers is to transport infected humans to conversion centers. It's at these locations that the Chimeran creatures are born. Hale was brought to a conversion center in the town of Grimsby. My convoy team and I were imprisoned at the same location. We had been captured uninfected, so we were put in makeshift pens until they could infect us.
Fate's worse than death. Oh, this is that mission right here. This is truly what made this game, Resistance Fall of Man, unique right here. It was just this lore. Look at this fucked up shit. Sony needs to get back to this. They really do. My God.
Oi, mate! Over here! Over here! Help us! Get us the hell out of here!
Hey! Over here! The console! Shoot the console! Bloody hell! Thanks for that. I'm Parker,
Hey, Sergeant Hale, 1st Rangers.
an American. We thought the Chimera stopped all of you in York.
Chimera?
Those creatures. Oh, you jammed it. I'm sorry, Hale. Looks like you'll have to find your own way out. I'll be in touch. Frequency 77.6. It was strange enough that a lone American soldier was walking around a Chimeran conversion center. But it was his eyes that were most disturbing. They showed unmistakable Chimeran traits. It was subtle, but it was there. Whoever Nathan Hale was, he wasn't entirely human.
Holy shit, that was scary. Oh, wonderful.
I want you to keep your eyes peeled. We need to learn all we can about this place.
Mm. That's so satisfying. Hedgehog grenades. Yo. I love these things. Alright. A little crash never hurt anybody. Working pretty good though. I can't really complain. Let's grab El Hedgehog. Yep. The Rossmore. Oh yeah. I remember the Rossmore. Ready? Ooh, look at that. He fell off spikes, dude. We be gunfighting these dudes. He ran up. Wow, this is bringing so much memories. This is good times, man. Good times right here. Level complete.
The conversion center was built on top of an old fish cannery. Networks of tubes transported the bodies from one stage of conversion to another. Once humans are infected by the Chimeran virus, they fall into a coma. The virus begins changing their bodies from the inside out, eventually turning them into one of the Chimeran creatures. The conversion centers simply speed up the process.
Conversion.
Sergeant Hale, come in. I'm seeing more hybrid patrols now. They must know we've escaped. Be careful.
They got the they got this little like document section that shows you what all the species are. See? Games don't have shit like this anymore, dude. They really don't. This is cool shit that games used to have that kept people interested. These things. Perfect time for a hedgehog.
During the second phase of the conversion process, the humans are wrapped in cocoons. This accelerates the final stages of the conversion. What emerges from the cocoon is determined by the strain of the virus. Each Chimeran creature is created by a separate strain. What we call hybrids, the ones that most closely resemble humans, have the shortest gestation period. The more beastly creatures take months to create and are made from multiple human bodies.
So you're starting to get a understanding of where these guys, what these guys are, you know? These are the cocoons they were just speaking of. Hedgehog. That was a gross hedgehog grenade. Look at this shit. Another level complete.
The final stage of the Chimeran conversion process is known as the birthing chamber. The cocoons are opened and new Chimera are born. In the case of hybrids, a cooling apparatus is fused into their bodies. The Chimeran metabolism is roughly 12 times that of humans. This results in remarkable healing abilities, but also raises their body temperatures significantly. Without the cooling apparatus, the hybrids would overheat and die.
There you go. Now you know what the thing on their back is. Like, this is back when games dared to be original. Back when people dared to be different. And it paid off. It really paid off. They got a crazy good trilogy out of this series. Which I do plan on playing the other 2 games on the channel. Stay tuned for that.
Sergeant, I've made it out of the camp. The hybrids are on full alert. Looks like you're going to have a fight on your hands.
Die. Yep. See, you can't just pop your shit in this game. You will get clapped. Like, games were difficult back then. Whoa. Wow. Some intel. If you want to read it, pause the game. Pause it. You got shit on. Now, if you never played this game before, you're like, weapon wheel, so that means there's gonna be more guns. You would be correct.
Sergeant, be advised. The Chimera have set up a trap. They have sentry guns covering your only route out.
Oh no. Oh my god, they got Swiss cheese. W.
I was able to make it to the surface and summon a rescue. Flying into the Chimeran territory was always dangerous, but we had to risk it. Hale made it out shortly after. I looked for any further signs of conversion. Fever, nervous movement, paranoia. There was nothing. Just the gold-colored eyes. We flew directly to Manchester. Soldiers had been trying to recover the convoy ever since my squad was ambushed. They knew what was in it. They knew it was our last hope for defeating the Chimera.
We're in
I
Manchester.
wanted to take Hale back to Northern Command for debriefing. Maybe he could sense I was suspicious of him. He joined the Manchester squad before I could say a word.
The path of least resistance. Like, bro, look at this battle. At the time, this was like one of the first games to ever co-op something like this. Look at this. Look at this. Look how good this looks. Imagine buying your PS3 launch day and playing this. Imagine. Those be the elite hybrids, I believe. They look a little different there. That rifle grenade fucked them up. Holy shit. Bro, like... Holy shit. They're moving in with the Brits. That's a lot of them. Holy shit. Like, yeah, just look at the atmosphere of this game. There will truly never be anything like this ever again. Look at this. The fuck is this thing? So much for that. What was that? Forgot about that guy.
The convoy was stranded on the west side of Manchester. The site was guarded by stalkers, so the only route in was on foot. A radio message from Hale's squad said they were entering Manchester Cathedral. The cathedral was a field hospital during the war. It was abandoned in a hurry and still had some supplies and ammunition. Unfortunately, it was also a breeding ground for some of the lower forms of Chimera.
Alright, we're gonna end it right here. Stay tuned for more. We're gonna continue this to the end.